All right, welcome to the office. It's Lagos Talks 91.3, 34 minutes now past the hour of 4. My name is Michelle Ago. Today on the office, we will be talking about something very important. But before we get into that, be reminded that the office is proudly brought to you by the Chartered Institute of Personnel Management of Nigeria and Lagos Talks 91.3. Today, we'll be having a part two of our topic, our evergreen topic, leading people, growing nations. It does start from the basics before we can grow the nation. But before I get into today's conversation, my guest is the Registrar and Chief Executive of CIPM. She is Oluwatoyin Naiwo, FCIPM. Good evening, Ma. Welcome to talk. Oh, sorry. Welcome to the office today.
Good evening, Michelle. How are you?
Yeah, fine, thank you. Thanks for asking. Now let's talk about how best we can lead people and grow nations. We talked about this a few weeks ago, I think 2, 3 weeks ago. Looking at the topic of today, I hear it is a theme of the CIPM events, which is happening very soon. This October is going to be big in Port Harcourt. And I hear different people from all walks of life will be there as well. Even those international will be flying down to Port Harcourt to be a part of this particular event. So please tell us about it shortly before we get into today's conversation.
Okay, thank you, Michelle, and it's good to be here. Actually, we are very excited. It's our 54th International Conference and Exhibitions that you said is happening in Port Harcourt from the 17th of October to 21st of October. And the theme for this year is leading people, growing nations. And we all know, we've had a lot of issues surrounding crisis, turbulence, global economic recession due to the pandemic. We've had issues surrounding the Great Resignation, the Russian-Ukraine war, amongst others. So a lot of nations have faced a lot of crises that has led to leadership gaps as well. Why are we having this? As the institute responsible for the regulation and chartered by law to regulate the practice of human resources management in Nigeria, we have a responsibility to ensure that our leaders and our members have the right skills, have the right competencies to begin to address those issues that I highlighted earlier. And that's why we're having this conference. So we're going to be bringing together thought leaders, business executives, HR practitioners, and it's not called an international conference for nothing. And you've said it already. We are going to be having people flying in internationally across the nation. It's regional attendance, international attendance, and that's important for us. We're going to be gathering together. Let's talk about those issues. How does it impact in the world of work now? How do we begin to prefer solutions based on the discussions that we're going to be having to support organizations that have gone through some of the crises I earlier mentioned? And that's why we're here. And that's why the conference is happening. So we're looking forward to an exciting time with our members, with our non-members, with practitioners, with business executives that will be there actually. And we're going to be joining minds actually to have a rich intellectual discourse surrounding these issues on leading people, growing nations.
All right, awesome. So far, would you say the conference has achieved or is achieving its purpose? We've been at it for a very long time. The momentum, how is it building? What is the energy saying? What reaction have you been getting from those who are planning to attend the event come October 17th?
Okay, I think we have a good what would I call it? A good audience. We've had good audience in the past. One of the reasons we come together for this conference is actually to ensure that human resource professionals actually are able to have a discourse and gain insight into learning solutions and also provide practical solutions to contemporary workplace challenges. And we're also actually encouraging our members to go back and begin to transfer that learning to the workplace. In years gone by, we've had a lot of positive feedback surrounding how the various topics, the various plenary sessions, the technical sessions, and what has been explored, and the richness of the speakers that we've been able to bring over in the last years, how it's helped individuals actually begin to transfer that learning into workplace. So they're actually beginning, or they're actually delivering value to the organizations. I would always say that for HR leaders, you do not want to be left behind. You want to be on the board. You want to be at the table at a very senior level. So you're able to influence ongoings in your organizations. You're able to influence business strategy, and you're able to influence the plans of your organization surrounding workforce development, surrounding workforce plans. And this is what the conference addresses. So in our view, we've been adding value to organizations through the past delegates we have. And that's why we're also very much looking forward to this. And I would say, yes, the conference is achieving its purpose.
Awesome. Thank you. We love to hear things like that. Now, just shed more light on this year's edition, when and where it is happening and with whom are some of the speakers that will participate that we're expecting to hear from. We already know that many people will be flying from abroad within the country down to Port Harcourt, but would like to know who they are so, you know, we can feel all the butterflies in our stomach before the D-Day comes.
Okay, so this year's edition, like I previously mentioned, is the 54th. And we've said again, the theme is Leading People, Growing Nations. It will be holding from Monday, October 17 to Friday, October 21st, 2022. The Garden City is hosting the conference this year, and it's our first time back in Port Harcourt in about 23 years. So we're so looking forward to it. It's going to be taking place at the Obiwali International Conference Center, Port Harcourt, Rivers State. And we have a variety of speakers lined up for the day or for the days of the conference. And I would start with Mr. Olusegun Mojid, who is actually our own president and chairman of the Governing Council for CIPM Nigeria. We have Dr. EJ Jidema, the president and chairman of the Governing Council, Institute of Directors. We have Abubakar Suleiman. Mr. Abubakar Suleiman is the MD CEO of Sterling Bank. We have Mrs. Funke Amobi, regional head People and Culture, Nigeria and West Africa, Standard Bank Group. Julia Esei Zobo, People and Culture Director, Nigerian Bottling Company. We have Owen Omajiafo, President and Group CEO of Transcorp. Dr. Bisi Aino, Managing Director, Soft Alliance. Michael Odutayo, People Director, West Africa Business Unit, AB Animbe. Grace Omolamai, HR Director of Nigerian Breweries PLC, and a whole lot of other speakers. And again, we would have our special guest, the head of service of Rivers State, Rufus Godwins, and we'll have some other guests, Peter Cheese, the Chief Executive Officer of CIPD UK, Chartered Institute of Personnel and Development UK, and a host of others will be joining us, alongside our past and distinguished past presidents, Dr. Omolayole, Dr. Christopher Kolade, and a whole lot more. So we are looking to actually have a good time learning and drawing from the experience and knowledge of these people that I've mentioned, amongst others.
I feel like flying to Port Harcourt tomorrow. Are you sure I can wait for Monday? I mean, the way you explain, the way these people are coming, the personalities involved, I really just cannot wait. I'm itching to be in Port Harcourt already. I mean, the networking opportunities alone cannot be understated. It's really the highs and mighty of the CIPM and even beyond, people in different sectors coming together under one roof to discuss the very big topic, leading people, growing nation. Let me just ask you a little bit on that one more time. What is the relevance of the theme in today's world of work, in today's working environment? How relevant is it to lead people and grow nations in today's world?
Okay, I think we've said it already, and I'll say it again. Okay. We are going through unprecedented changes. There's a lot of demand now and a burden for leaders to have a new approach to leading people, to managing people, and ultimately leading and growing nations starts from the organization itself. So we're going to be requiring and supporting leaders through our HR practitioners, through business leaders, to begin to step up their game. So again, we want leaders that are going to demonstrate transparency, vision, integrity, empathy, accountability, respect, trust, openness. I mean, if we take Nigeria as an example, we expect that our leaders would have all these values and would be able to demonstrate some of what I've already mentioned. And actually, we're looking for transformation. When we begin to talk about leading people, growing nations, the way in which we lead people will actually dictate the transformation that we're looking for. I mean, look at Nigeria at the moment. We must have great leaders. We must begin to say, if things are going to turn around, then we would have leaders that are well equipped. And that is some of what this conference is seeking to address. We need effective leadership at all levels. It's vital for the growth of organizations, vital for the good of society and the nation at large. Now, and that's, again, what it seeks to address.
Nice. Now, for this 54th edition, what should the delegates expect? I understand that they'll be learning from many people. The topic is evidence. We've talked about it. We've stressed on it. But what are other perks or side attractions or some extra things that they stand to gain? I mean, it's a 5-day event. It's not just a 1-day thing. It's a series of events back to back to back. I know it's going to be a lot of talking, but what else can we expect? What are all the perks and stuff that can keep us interested for all week?
Okay. We're also a fun institute, Michelle. So we're saying 4-day event or 5 days event filled with lots of learning and fun. So we're going to be having 8 plenary sessions, 12 technical sessions, and over 40 exhibitors who will be showcasing their products and services and the latest HR technology solutions. And of course, I did say to you that we're a fun organization, we're a fun institute, because we're going to be in Rivers State. We would want our delegates to experience the local food and the local content and experience how life obtains in Rivers. And that means we're going to have a food fair. So I think the popular dish is bole and fish. I'm actually looking forward to that. Yeah. Michelle, you have to come. You cannot afford to miss this.
Pack my bags. I love bole and fish. I've been in Lagos for so long. I've even forgotten what it tastes like.
Okay, so you need to pack your bags and come along. And we're going to be learning. We're going to have lots of networking. And apart from the conference, we would also have what we call our pre-conference master classes. And that's holding from the 17th of October to the 18th. So it would be just before the conference itself starts. And again, that's those 4 master classes, we're going to be talking about strategic HR in the public sector. So again, what is the roadmap to strategic HR in the public sector? We all know HR is very important. A lot of our employees, actually a huge percentage of employees, belong to the public sector. How do we begin to ensure that they are able to align HR practice to the goals of MDAs, HR policy formulation, implementation? Very key, very important. We have fundamentals of HR functions, the value chain, policies, processes. We're going to be having a conversation on HR's role in the organization, and again, entrepreneurship and work-life integration. We're not just talking about HR people alone. So how do we begin to, I mean, with the millennials, they are not necessarily the ones that want to just sit at work and not have something extra to do. They will tell you they have a side hustle. So we begin to talk about that, have a discourse about that, entrepreneurship and the work-life integration. I mean, because we've talked about the Great Resignation. If we're not going to have people exiting organizations because we're very stifled in our approach to the work environment and the work duties, then it means we have to change our approach to how we begin to bridge what we call the generation divide. So it's very important to begin to acknowledge that the different generations that exist want different things. What the millennials want is very different from what people in maybe my generation, should I tell you my generation? No, I wouldn't actually. I'm not going to say that. And I'm not going to tell you, not publicly anyway, Michelle. So again, and emerging trends and realities in employment law. So again, what are the legal obligations that we have as employers? How do we ensure that we're not flouting the law? How do we ensure that we're not damaging the reputation of the organization in how we treat employees, that employees are treated fairly and with equity as well in mind? So there's a whole lot of robust and wholesome learning. And also the fun, we have a gala night. We are going to be dancing away. We have a gala and award night.
Dress as well. I need to pack a dinner dress. So so that
you need to pack a dinner dress, a very nice one as well, and your dancing shoes, because we have an exciting gala night, gala and awards night. And we're going to be celebrating our members that are going to be becoming fellows of the Institute. We're going to be celebrating brilliant, intelligent students that have won the essay competition. So we actually continue to drive learning through generations, not just for those that have graduated, but for those that are actually still within the tertiary institutions. And we're also going to be actually, again, I've said to you, bring your dancing shoes. Lots of fun. I'm not going to tell you where that is happening. You would really have to maybe bribe me for me to give you the details. But honestly, we've got fun.
I love surprises. I love surprises. So it's fine. I've already taken the tips down with everything you've explained. I know what to wear for each day because my fashion sense needs to come through every single day.
Yes.
Brand new every single day. So, but now I'm very happy that, my evening ball gown is going to get into my bag as well. So thanks for that tip. Now, but then again, my listeners would like to know how to register. They know everything that's happening, and right now they want to be a part of it. So how can they register? And then again, is the conference open to non-members of the institutes like myself? And what can we do to be a part of it?
Did you just say you're a non-member?
Oh God. Did I
really?
I didn't know. Okay. I don't think I said that.
Well, I'm coming after you, Michelle. I'm definitely coming after you after this program. Yes, for persons who want to register, you'd visit www.cipmnigeria.org/conference. www.cipmnigeria.org/conference. The registration process is seamless, it's online, and within 2 minutes you're registered, depending on whether you're an individual or a corporate organization. And definitely the conference is open to everyone. Yes, non-members can register as long as you manage people, whether HR, whether a line manager, business owner. The theme this year cuts across the different cadres or levels that exist in organizations across titles. I mean, we all manage people. Even at home, we manage people. You manage at home, you're managing people. You're managing children. You're managing your partner. So again, it's important. It's not just for our members alone, although we're looking for people that actually, if you do register, will be coming after you, definitely, because we want brilliant people, intelligent people. We want a huge discourse out there surrounding how we begin to lead people and also continue to grow the nation. Also, we have a social media platforms. We are CIPM Nigeria on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also email conference@cipmnigeria.org. conference@cipmnigeria.org. And we have our call centers as well. And you can call us on 0909 810 9045, 0909 810 9045, or 0913 935 0961, 0913 935 0961. And just go on. We very much look forward to welcoming everyone. You can accommodate thousands of delegates, and we have lots of fun things, lots of dancing, lots of entertainment. So it's just not just about learning. We're going to take time out to actually have fun as well. So we're looking forward to actually welcoming everyone.
All right. Thank you so much, listeners, everybody. You've been listening to the Registrar and Chief Executive of CIPM. It doesn't get any better than that. She's super excited. Can you hear from her tone how excited she is about what's about to happen? If I were you, I'd be a part of it and reach out in any way that I possibly can to secure my spot for this amazing 5-day event. It doesn't happen every day. Like we said, this is the 54th edition and it's going to be grand. As far as I can hear, I'm getting ready to pack my bags as well. But before I let you go, do you have any last words to share with us concerning the CIPM?
CIPM. Yes, last words. We want you on board. I'm actually going after you, Michelle. Honestly, I think you're one of my last words, actually. I'm coming after you. I'm so impressed by you, so I'm coming after you. But aside from that, I would like to talk about the fact that with our pre-conference MCPs, we would be encouraging our members and non-members to actually register for those master classes. You would actually have a lot to take away from those sessions. You would not regret actually registering for that, for the pre-conference MCPs. In addition to that, the conference itself, we've already talked about it. I'm so excited. Even Michelle is excited and she's not even a member. I'm selling membership to you now, Michelle, and I'm hoping you're going to come on board as well. But it's actually very important. CIPM is the regulatory body for the practice of HR in Nigeria. So jokes apart, in order for people, you have to trust the people that you're handing your people over to. We always say people are your greatest assets. No matter the amount of technology that you have in place, it can never replace the people that actually drive what I call eventually the bottom line of the organization. So as an institute, we are equipped to develop people. We are equipped for people to develop the capability in managing people across what we call the HR value chain. So it is very important, and we count it very important as one of our major responsibilities to ensure that the people out there who are managing your people in organizations actually have the skills, the knowledge, and the competencies to lead those people. So actually, aside from the conference, it's going to be a continuous conversation on how we continue to develop people to ensure that we're effectively growing the nation across the public and private sector of the economy. So if anyone has any inquiry about joining CIPM, again, is www.cipmnigeria. And I'm not going to be putting the conference in front of this, but obviously the conference is also there. We have a microsite for the conference. And we've got a wonderful, I don't want to talk about it, I'll show it to you, a gift for our members that acts as part of their souvenir for the conference. And the ones that have paid and registered are already picking up the special gift and the special souvenir. So, Michelle?
I need to call my travel agents today.
Yes.
I can't take this anymore.
We have different rates for financial members, non-financial members, student members, non-members. And once you pay, we'll tell you how to pick up your special gift.
I love that. I love that you have different packages for different people, even for students, even for those that are non-members. And it's very
retired members. Yes.
Retired members as well. Wow. All right. Well, we already do that. We already do many of these things on this platform. That is why CIPM is on board with Lagos Talks 913 to bring you professional advice to help grow your organizations to the right trajectory. And thank you so much for sharing this very interesting information with us. It's very important that we know things like this exist. And I love the fact that it's happening in a new environment for so many people who have been having fun, learning so much, but also letting down their hair while networking with amazing, brilliant people. So thank you so much one more time for joining me, ladies and gentlemen. We had Mrs. Oluwatoyin Naiwo here with us, FCIPM. She's the Registrar and Chief Executive of CIPM. Thank you. Have a beautiful evening.
Thank you, Michelle, and thank you for having me. Thank you very much. I'm still calling you after this show.
No problem. I'm here. I'm not running away.
Thank you, Michelle.
This is the Live Drive with Michelle. It's better, it's bigger, it's the largest.
Thank you for joining me.